Hi friends, welcome to my channel Chic and Savvy, where we talk about all things relating to planning and budgeting. My name is Carissa, and today we will be cash stuffing my paycheck for the third week of April. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we are cash stuffing $430. So let's go ahead and count this cash. Okay, so we have 100, 150, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 310, 320, 330, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we have 430. All right, I didn't even check my wallet before I started filming, so we shall see what's in here. All right, so for spending, let's see if we actually have anything. Spending nothing, eating out. I think I spent everything in here. Yep, okay, so we're starting fresh for the week. So for spending, I give me and my husband $30, but I like to keep 20 on my debit card. So we're going to put 10 in this envelope. Eating out is going to be getting 30 this week. So we're going to do a 20 and a 10. Fun Times is also going to be getting 30 this week. So we'll do a 20 and a 10. Ooh, also at the end of this video, we might have time to do a little bit of a condensing because I'm going to be taking money back in one of the envelopes that's a bigger amount. So we'll see if we have time to do that. Self-care gets stuffed once a month, so we're not going to stuff it this week. Household also gets stuffed once a month, so we're not going to stuff that either. And then donations is going to get 5. Okay, so our wallet is all good to go. All right, first envelope, our first binder is our high priorities binder. So, let's see if I can do this flat. Okay. Emergency fund is going to be getting 10. I like mine up a little bit so I can like see it. Okay, this is getting 10. So we should have 230. So we have 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, it's 200, 10, 20, 30. Perfect. 1 month ahead is also going to get 10. And I think it was last pay. Yeah, I had to use some money from here, so this one is dwindling down, but we're gonna try to build it back up. Life happens, right? I wish I didn't have to spend anything out of these envelopes, but that's the purpose of having them, so that way you can use them when something comes up. Okay, so we have 100, 10, 20. But we've come a long way since I just started doing this in January, and I'm really proud of me and my husband for actually being able to keep money in these envelopes. Investing is going to get 10, and we don't track this anymore. I just figured I shouldn't track it because we take this money to the bank every month, so it's not really important to track. So we have 30 in here. future home is going to be getting 50. Oh, so I got an update on this. So a lot of different things are changing right now. I told you guys that me and my husband decided that we wanted to try and buy a house at the end of the year. Well, after talking with the builder and everything like that, our timeline might significantly jump to something very soon. And I know you're like, you only have $160 in this envelope. Well, there's a few different things that we could do, and we have money elsewhere and like in a different account that we would use. And actually, if you're a first-time home buyer, there's so many incentives and different programs out there where you really don't need that much down at all. So I don't know, a lot could be changing, a lot could be staying the same. We're just taking it day by day. So we're gonna actually have a conversation with the lender to see where we stand currently right now with our credit and how much money we would need, what the payment would look like, what the interest rate is, and everything like that. And just to see what our options are, if it's better to do it now or to wait. I honestly wanted to wait just because I wanted to build up more money. But if we can get a better interest rate now and a lower payment now, and if that's not beatable, then we might just have to jump on it and figure the rest out later. So I'll keep you guys updated, but things are moving very quickly. Life just kind of happens that way. Once you decide to do something, I just feel like it just has a mind of its own and just starts going. So we should have 2 10s. We have 50, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200, 10, 20. I mean, 5, 10. So we have 2 10. So I have like a bunch of different spreadsheets going, different scenarios going, how much everything's gonna cost, what we're gonna need. So we do have a little bit of, we have furniture, we sold most of it, but like we would have the essentials, like we have all of our kitchen stuff, we have a bed, we have like my desk, what I'm using right now, so I could work on my stuff. And I just started working from home 2 days a week. The only thing we don't have is a couch, but we do have 2 chairs. So, and we do have a dining room table. So we have the essentials to where I wanted to sell all that stuff and take that money and invest in new stuff. But if we really just jumped and got the house with the stuff that we have, technically we would be able to do it. It's just, guys, it's so scary. We've never bought a house before, and it's a really big deal. And we're looking at a new build, but with the builder that we are looking at, they build them ahead of time, and then you kind of just, what's in there is what you get. So we don't really pick out a whole lot, which is fine with me. I'm not the person that needs it to look a certain way. I just am more concerned about the floor plan and how the spacing is and how it makes sense to our life. And I do have some things on my list that I want and I need. And with the new build, it pretty much comes with everything. We would have to just do a few things. Future family is getting 10. So it really wouldn't take a whole lot for us to go into it. I'm just freaked out. I'm scared. If you've bought a new home, give me some advice in the comments below. But I don't know. I'm just kind of giving it to whatever happens, happens. And if we need to make a snap decision, I mean, we don't have kids. We have a car. There's not really much that's stopping us. I'm just scared. I'm just freaked out. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 110. So I don't know. We're just going to take it week by week. I feel like every single weekend something happens. Like one weekend I just decide, okay, like I think we should buy a house. The next weekend we go and look at it. The next weekend, you know, we're making these decisions, and the next weekend it's becoming more real. And so I I just need to have an open mind and be ready for anything. Car maintenance gets 10. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, so we should have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 35. I feel like I need to get an oil change soon, so I'll be using some of this money. All right, that's everything in our high priority binder. For my low priority, sorry if my setup shift a little bit. My parents were trying to get my attention. So let's open this up. Let me adjust this. Okay. So for our low priority sinking funds, the first one we have is travel. And we are going to be putting $15. And we still have this trip coming up that we're saving for. It's to go to Oregon for my cousin's wedding. So we have that happening. We're going on our anniversary trip. There's just so many things. I feel like life, like nothing is going on, then all of a sudden everything happens at the same time. Which, I mean, we're grateful for that. At least it's not bad things happening, but it's overwhelming. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. My parents were actually trying to get my attention regarding this trip. They want to talk about the Airbnb that we're going to be getting because some other family members want to jump in on it. So I'll have to be figuring that out probably this weekend. Gifts is going to get 5. So we should have 10. Home is getting 5. I think I did spend everything out of this, yes. I'm trying to remember what we even did. I honestly can't even remember. Oop. Oops, it's not in all the way. Dental is getting 5. I actually went to the dentist, and so, you know, when you go to the dentist, your teeth are just like super clean and all the gunk is off them and they clean in between and everything like that. This is getting 5. So because I got my teeth cleaned, I just feel like that gap that I've been talking about, I can like feel it more and it's bothering me so much. But I don't know if it's enough of a priority to really do anything about it right now. So I just have to live with it. But I just like felt it even more once I got my teeth cleaned. And I feel like you can see it more too. So now I'm like super self-conscious that in photos, it looks like I have a gap in between my 2 front teeth. And I bet like in reality, it's not even that bad, but little cosmetic things like that. It's just super irritating. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Then I don't know, like with everything else going on, it's not really much of a priority. But if it gets bigger and I look at photos and I can see it, then I definitely have to do something about it. Holidays is getting 5. So I probably will be spending this money for Easter next week. To grab candy for our Easter eggs. And figure out if I want to do any games. And also we like to put some money in the eggs, like $1 or some quarters. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Christmas is getting 5. So this has 75. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. And then I think I used everything in buffer, so that'll be getting 5 this week. All right, that's everything in our low priority binder. Next, I'll do my personal binder. Okay, so me and you is going to be getting 140. So this is for our anniversary trip that we're going to be taking literally in like 2 weeks. So we're trying to save everything that we can towards this, so that way we don't have to go out of the budget or use a credit card. So I've been putting a lot more money towards this. And this is the envelope that I'm going to take back to the bank so I can purchase the rest of the activities and tickets and stuff that we're going to do. So I might be able to do a condensing with these higher bills. At the end of this video. So we're doing 140. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 70, 90, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 550. Oh, that worked out. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to use these hundreds to condense with, and then I'll take this money back to the bank. All right, our personal, we each get 5 this week. Let's see what I want to spend mine on. Let's put it in to shopping. And that is all that it has. And then we'll go to my husband's envelopes, and he has hobbies, gaming, and shopping. He has 10 in shopping, 10 in gaming, and nothing in hobbies. I think that he wants it towards gaming. So we're going to put that 5 in here. So it has 15. And that's it for my personal binder. Now we can go to our savings challenges. Okay, the first one is savings. So this is getting 10 this week, so we can fill in 1 bubble. So each bubble is worth $10, and the goal is $4.80. I was originally planning on using this money to pay for a new couch, but I don't think that's going to happen if we move sooner than we think we're going to. So I don't know what the plan is for this yet, but we're just going to keep putting money towards it. All right, so we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we have 150 in here. Save Opoly. we were on the light bulb, and then we rolled a 7 in our budget with me video, and then I landed on the 30. So we're going to be saving 30 this week. And we don't count this until the end of the year. Again, when we move, I was planning to move at the end of the year. I was going to use this money to go towards furniture, and I don't think it's not looking like that's going to happen. So I don't know, probably put this towards something else. Maybe I'll use this for like our Christmas fund or something. So this is getting 30. This definitely needs to be condensed. So we'll probably end up using our money to condense this envelope as much as we can. And then our monthly challenge is going to be getting 20 this week. So 20 is going to be, each icon is worth 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So only need to save 2 more spots for the rest of the month. I think that should be all of this, 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, so this is where we currently are at. And so I make this challenge myself on Canva. I just take icons that represent the month, and then I color them in once I save towards that amount, and I make each icon $5. So the goal for this is 60. And so we're gonna color in 4. So I'm gonna color them in, and then I'll show you guys what they look like. I am finished. Look at these, they look so cute. This had so much detail. Oh, I missed a spot. I'll fill that in later. But they look so cute. I was kind of my hand was getting tired, so I kind of got out of the lines a little bit. But I love it. I just love how interactive this is, and it really just like is soothing to me. So we have that. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So we have 10 more to go for this challenge. And then we'll be done with it. So this is our 3rd paycheck of April. So we have 1 more left. And so I'll fill out the rest of this on our last check. And we don't have anything in our $1 savings challenge. This is actually harder for me than any other challenge because I end up spending everything in my wallet and I never have anything left over. So I'm gonna have to really challenge myself to at least save $1. So maybe that's something I'll work on this week. But that is everything for this week. Our cash stuffing is done. All of our envelopes are filled. So let's go ahead and see if we can condense using the money from my me and you envelope. And I think I'm going to take all of it out. So this is $5.50. Oh, that's what I didn't do. I didn't make placeholders yet. Do I have any that... I have a few that I purchased like a million years ago from someone. Let me see if I have enough. I got this so long ago, I never even opened it. Like, long ago as in like years and years and years ago. Oh, it comes with more than one. Okay, so I do have a 500 placeholder. It doesn't even say where it's from, so I can't even give that person credit. I think it was her budgets. But I'm going to go ahead and put this $500 placeholder. So this is our first placeholder for our envelopes, which is super exciting. So I'm going to put this in here. I don't have a $50 placeholder, but I'll go ahead and just put 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10 fives. I mean 5 fives. So that way we have $5.50 in this envelope and it's current. So I'll take 500 to the bank, but that's super exciting. Okay, and then 500 of this is gonna go here, so that way we can use it to condense some of our envelopes. So let me make a note so I know what that money is for the bank. Okay, so we have $500 here. Let's go ahead and do our Saveopoly envelope because that one's the thickest. And in retrospect, we're kind of counting how much this is because we have to condense it, but it's okay. So we're gonna keep the 50. Let's get rid of these smaller bills first. So 3 has to stay. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And this is 20. Okay, so the 5 has to stay. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 80, wait, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 50, 60, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, and 60. So let's go ahead and exchange this. And we'll do, should we do that? No, let's keep the 60s, yeah. So I can use that 50 for another envelope. So we'll do this one. All these are kind of choppy. This one. That one is better than that one. Okay. Hopefully this is right because I didn't count this, but I do have it tracked, so if it's off, I'll know what from. Okay, so we have, perfect. So all of these are crispy, they're all condensed, and this envelope doesn't have to stay fat. There we go. Okay, so all this is going back. Okay, what else can we condense? So we don't need to do that one because we're taking it back. Let's condense this. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We're going to keep the best 10. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, perfect. So we'll put a $100 bill here. So it says 1, 20, 40, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so that is correct. And then, okay, the rest of these are good. So let's go to our high priority binder. Yeah, we can condense this. Okay. So let's do the 10s. So you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, so let's take a 20. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm trying to keep the better bills, because these are going back to the bank. All right, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Like this one, I can feel it. It's literally taped together. I don't know where I got that. Okay. I hope this video is still recording because it's been super long. If not, I'm so sorry. So this has 130. Is that right? Oh. Oh, I just put the 100. I was like, what the heck? All right, 20, 30. I mean, 230. What else can we do? Future home. I only have 50s and 20s left. We can get rid of some of these 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Like, again, I feel like some of these are taped. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay. Oh, actually, I have to do the whole thing. So, 20, we'll do the 50, and then a good 20. I feel like all of these are bad. Okay, it's the best one we can do. Okay, so we have 50, 100, 50, 70, 90, 210. Yeah, okay. And then future family. Can try to get rid of these 10s maybe. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I don't like any of these 20s though. I honestly feel like I should just leave it at this point because all those 20s are really worn out. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave it because these 20s are really bad, but I'm gonna swap some of these 10s for crispier ones. Okay. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now because the rest of those are just really worn out. Okay, I think we did pretty good with the condensing. We were able to condense a bunch into our bigger envelopes. So let's go ahead and count this to make sure this is 500. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. So 160. 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40. So 440, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 500. Perfect. Okay, so this is all going back to the bank, and we are going to deposit this so that way we can start paying for our anniversary trip. So perfect. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for being by my side throughout this journey, and I can't wait to see where life takes us. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, friends.